go. Good morning. Good morning. I hope you all are doing well this morning. I'm so glad you've come in the room for morning meditations. Remember, we are journeying from Resurrection Sunday to Pentecost. In the process, we're doing a few minutes in the morning, 5 to 8 minutes at the most, and we're talking about people who have had encounters with Christ before resurrection, directly after resurrection, further on in the New Testament. Hey, we're going to even go look at some Old Testament characters. And guess what? We're going to look at some modern day people and their encounters as we travel from Resurrection Sunday to Pentecost. Buckle up. Today, we're talking about Nathaniel. Yesterday, we started with our following Jesus and we met Simon Peter on the seashore. Today, we're going to meet Nathaniel and hear a little bit about him. I tell you what, you're going to find out something about Jesus today that you probably didn't know. Go ahead, take a second, share this, take a second. I'm sharing myself right now as well. Let me hit that. It's gone. Do one more, and then we're going to dive in. Wow, because we've got some things to talk about today. There we go. All done. All done. All right. Nathaniel. Now, Nathaniel was sitting under a fig tree, contemplating life. I don't know. That was the life of the Jewish people. They would sit and pray and meditate under trees. And so Nathaniel is sitting and meditating. I have no idea. It doesn't tell us what was going through his mind or any of those things. We just know he was sitting, and Philip, who was one of the disciples, came and talked to him about Jesus. Now, Nathaniel was a little bit like a lot of us. He was a little petty. And Nathaniel said, what good thing can come out of Nazareth? Okay. And you can't be mad at him because that was the word of the day. So Philip found Nathaniel and told him, we have found the one Moses wrote about in the law and about whom the prophets also wrote, Jesus of Nazareth, the son of Joseph. First of all, Philip brought him in just a little bit, it's like, it's big. And then he says, the son of Joseph. So he kind of takes away the thunder of who Jesus really was. But here's Nathaniel's response. Nazareth, can any good thing come from there? Nathaniel asked. Come and see, said Philip. I love this exchange because Nathaniel is being so authentic. He's saying, you know what? I've been sitting here, and I'm just going to kind of give Nathaniel some thoughts. I've been sitting here contemplating life, thinking about all the things that are just not going right for me, thinking about how life was supposed to be by this age, and they're not. And then you're going to come and offer to me somebody from Nazareth whose daddy is a carpenter. That's the response you have for me, Philip. I'm sitting here holding my life in my hand saying, what good is left in me? And you offer me somebody from Nazareth. I can't get mad at Nathaniel. We do it all the time. We say, my life is falling apart, and all you can tell me is about somebody who died on a tree how many years ago? But let's listen. Philip doesn't give up. Philip knows that Jesus is the Messiah, and Philip presses him and he says, come and see. Come see for yourself. Come and experience him for yourself, Nathaniel. I promise you, you're going to see what I see. And it says, when Jesus saw Nathanael approaching, he said to him, here truly is an Israelite whom there is no deceit. Now, y'all, Jesus was a little petty too, if that helps you out. Here, the reference he's making, here truly is an Israelite in whom there is no deceit. This is a reference back to Jacob. If you remember, Jacob's name means deceitful because he kind of tricked his brother and he tricked his father-in-law and he tricked his own dad, all of that. And he's saying there is no deceit. He's saying there's no Jacob in you. And remember, Jacob became Israel. So he's pretty much telling Nathaniel, you're a Jewish person who has no history. You have no roots in you because you don't even believe that Jesus can come. So there's no roots in you. There's no Jacob in you. There's no ability to be a real Jew in you. So yeah, Jesus was a little petty too. He says, I heard what you said under that tree, that I could no good thing can come out of Nazareth. So hey, you don't even have Israel in you. Ooh, y'all, I'm sorry, but my Jesus knew how to put people in their place. But it also spoke to the fact that once he gets it, truly there will be no deceit in him. So hey, just had to throw that in there. And then it goes on to say, how do you know me? Nathaniel said. It's like, wait a minute, how do you even know what I was thinking? This kind of alludes to, was he sitting under that fig tree thinking about the fact that, wow, is the Messiah really going to come? Is he really going to be this? Is he really? That could have been what was on his mind. But says, how do you know me? And Jesus answered, I saw you while you were under the fig tree before Philip called you. He's letting him know, I see you in your thoughts. I see you in your ponderings of your heart. I see you, Nathaniel. All of us want to be seen, we want to be heard, and we want to be loved. And he's letting Nathaniel know, I saw you before Philip even said anything to you. And then Nathaniel declared, Rabbi, you are the Son of God. You are the King of Israel. Remember, every encounter with him leads to the revelation of who Jesus is. And it gives you a direct call to begin to follow him and to do what he has asked you to do. It goes on to say, Jesus says, you believe because I told you I saw you under the fig tree. You will see greater things than that. He's letting Nathaniel know, I now see Israel in you. I see Israel in you. The hope of glory resides in you. And Nathaniel, you recognized me when you saw me. Will you recognize Jesus? But then he goes on to say, you believe because of what I said to you, but you're going to see some things bigger than that. So God doesn't exclude him or cut him off. He invites him into deeper. And the deeper is, he then added, verily, verily, truly, truly, I tell you, you will see heaven open and the angels of God ascending and descending on the Son of Man. My 8 minutes are up, but that statement right there literally is an answer to the psalmist who said, Lord, open the heavens for us. Open the heavens so that we can see you. So he literally was saying, you're going to see heaven open and you will recognize even more of my deity because now the heavens are open. I have walked from glory to this earth so that I can seek and save those that are lost. Will you see him today? Will you allow him to see you today? And will you share him with someone along the way? Follow Jesus. If you follow him, you're going to see some amazing things. Today, my prayer for you is that the Lord himself will surprise you. He will take you completely off guard, and you will know beyond a shadow of a doubt who he is. Have a blessed day and follow Jesus, please, and invite someone else into the process. Good morning, Fred. Good morning, Addie. It's so good to see you guys. I'm out because I took longer than I was supposed to today. I love you guys. Follow Jesus. Invite someone else to follow him so that they can see him more clearly. Blessings, guys. Let's go.